Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to the oldies, the oldies, the old souls, the new souls, soul tribe, soul family. Okay, what does my collective need to know? I'm going to try and speak a bit louder, as sometimes it does go really low. So we've got outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded, don't want to hear it, and fulfilling a fantasy. Some sort of news report or news reporter. Something to do with a news report, news reporter. Oh, we've got anger management. Don't want to hear it. Again, these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If none of this resonates, then it's just not your reading at all. But this could fit many people, depending what angle you are looking at it. Okay? We've got thoughts, expectations, and then something surrounding theft and wealthy man. Okay? So we have some sort of theft. This could be a theft off a wealthy man, or somebody could be stealing to become a wealthy man. Law. Okay, some sort of law. Law and order. What you want to be known, what is believed about you's the quickest way, and we've got Gemini. And then we have the creation of, the gaining of respect for or from, things brought to life or light. So something is coming to light surrounding a theft. Then we've got balance, cooperation, and your partners. So this could be linking to a partner or a partner in crime. Quite possibly somebody may look at somebody in this situation like they are an easy target. Targeted, maybe target hardening your house, your flat, wherever it is, your place where you live, quite possibly maybe where you work. Someone in this connection may be trying to do anything they can to make you angry, or because of some sort of theft, you could be angry about that. I know I get pissed off when even I get like the littlest thing took from me. Uranus, okay? So we have got the 7th house also. The nurturing of feelings caused by a reaction. So someone wants to get a reaction, okay? Or maybe you reacted to a situation and then somebody may say you are angry, you need anger management. Something quite possibly surrounding a hate crime. Not wanting to hear it. We have a time for healing. Emotions are running high. Work through your fears. Somebody wanted to create some sort of a fear, or fear mongering, or someone wants you to fear them, or this person may feed you at some point. Old news discarded. Not wanting to hear it. Seeking oneness with all there is. philanthropy, and keep your involvement hidden. So somebody wants to keep their involvement in a theft hidden from the general public. Maybe they don't want it to hit the news. Someone who's involved in a theft could be wanting somebody to get in some sort of newspaper and be seen in a good light, things brought to life or light. Again, surrounding this theft, what is believed about, they don't want this person to be believed. They could be doing some sort of moon magic or working under certain suns or planet cycles, 555 and a clock there. Reactions, someone wants to give you a reaction, so I'm getting baiting. Your beliefs, what you value and your resources, so something, one of your resources could have been stolen. BLOOD, money. Okay. Something surrounding money. Baiting. Someone wants to bait you into a reaction, and then we've got submission magic. Someone wants you to submit to them to allow them to have their way with you. And candle magic. Someone has been doing candle magic work on you. As the flame burns, their energy increases. And competition magic. Someone feels that they are in competition with you or this person. Someone feels a need to compete by someone who's got a lot of divine protection. There's been doing some sort of binding spell. Someone is using spell work to keep you from using your personal powers. This could be also with this expired, disused, disregarded, or what's believed. They don't want someone to be believed, which then could make you very angry and want to make you explode, okay, and do what, don't want to hear it. Maybe you could have gone to somebody in law, okay, or somebody who's got in some sort of theft or some sort of money, or maybe some sort of writing or books or something like that, and then they don't want to hear it. Don't listen to him or her is what I'm getting. Mind games. A lot of mind games. Keep your involvement hidden. They want to keep their involvement hidden, creating some sort of fear, doing some dark energy work, candle magic, and trying to take that energy, that light out of somebody. Use the quickest way. So the quickest way they felt they could cover something up is by doing some sort of dark energy and competing, and then wanting to submit to this group called Coven and give us your energy, let us bind you so you can't defend yourself. Someone who doesn't, or something, a group, a gang, a team, a cult, a coven, doesn't want somebody to be able to defend themselves. They want to be able to go on in, snatch anything they can, paperwork, writing, any type of work linking to this connection, and then they are competing. They feel the need to compete. Someone who's very competitive, so this could be linking to family or friends. You are being protected by divine beings. They see what you aren't able to see. Then we've got light magic. Someone is using spell work with good intentions to help you, but it's in reverse. They could be trying to stop and block anyone from trying to help you, is what I'm getting. Obsession. Someone is obsessed with you to the point where they cannot stop thinking about you or what they've done, or coming on in to do some more theft. They could be like, this person, we can make a lot of money out of this person if we just keep teaming on up and taking whatever we want, because we feel like we should be able to get away with it, because we feel like we are above the law. We've got silent white worker. Someone around you is doing white magic in secret to help you without your knowledge. And then we've got voodoo. Theft of energy. Voodoo root work. Somebody's doing voodoo work on you to achieve something against you. And now they've become obsessed with doing dark energy. Any type of dark energy to get away with some sort of theft. You may have tried to go to some sort of law and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to listen. Sex magic. They don't want to hear it. Let's have a little look, see in your secrets. Family, quite possibly. Friends, quite possibly involved in this. Purity. And that's why they're doing candle magic, to take your purity, to take away your innocence. Theft of innocence also. Expectations. And loyalty. Yeah. Then we've got brother and sister. So brother and sister could be involved in this theft, okay? And then they want you to be loyal to them when they are doing this type of stuff. Trying to take your innocence and your purity. Something about keeping your involvement hidden. Truth. Somebody doesn't want you to speak the truth. That they are doing magic to try and shut you up. A shut up spell, quite possibly. And God knows whatever else with this voodoo to take energy. Enchantment and truth. Could be using some sort of sex magic to enchant, enticing. Survival. Maybe the person who's trying to speak out and speak some truth, or speak the truth, they've lived in survival mode a lot. Going on auto drive, witty, cunning, green-eyed, jealous, envious monster. Okay. Someone who can put it on in front of the right type of people, and then using magic, trying to take someone else's ambitions. Or maybe wants to be seen as more ambitious. Outgoing. Battle, okay, we've got spiritual warfare, psychological warfare. Obviously with these spiritual attacks, there is going to be a lot of spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, battle, and then we've got Goldilocks and the Three Bears, entitlement, entitled to this theft, to get away with it because there's a brother and a sister involved. And quite possibly a law firm trying to be involved in some sort of a cover-up. So quite possibly even a law firm, a full law firm could be going down. A full law firm could actually be going down. Some corrupt law officials who could have been got involved in trying to cover this up. Keep your involvement hidden. Hush hush money, quite possibly. Scorpio energy. So strong energy of some sort of death. Death magic. Death magic, death magic, death magic. caught up, finding evidence, getting caught. Total drama, so some of this could be being caught on camera, manipulation, lies, control. So again, going back to submission magic, somebody wants to compete against you, they want you to submit to them, bend over and let this keep happening. Linking to a brother and a sister, so sibling rivalry is what I'm getting. Nurturing of, so you could have been very nurturing to this sibling energy. Community, so they've got people in a community involved, they've dragged them in, they've made some sort of promises, but you keep fighting, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. So this doesn't have to be a divorce, but somebody in the community could be going through a divorce, or they could have made some sort of a contract, maybe a contract killer, hired a contract killer, a hitman, or a hit woman. And then we've got bank failure, and in their fields, law, someone linking to a bank, okay, could be money laundering. Because of this theft, somebody could have become a wealthy man. So they want to pull strings in a local community to get people to work against a sibling, to see them get angry, to see them go through more pain, more hurt, all for fun and games. All for fun and games, getting other people roped into this, total drama. Maybe if you get in your feelings, if this is your situation and you get angry, we've got caution. And then we've got doing drugs. Then we've got keeping a promise. And kick to the curb. Alright, keeping a promise, fighting for what you love, kick to the curb, doing drugs. Some people in the community could have been getting paid in some sort of drugs to continue the manipulations, the lies, the control. Cash in some sort of checks. There could be some sort of bank what's set up in someone else's name. Somebody else's name. Quite possibly someone in this connection could need some sort of counselling, they could need therapy. Quite possibly, if you are the person who's tried to speak the truth and speak out about this, maybe other people want you to shut up and they can't handle it, and they may need to seek therapy. Spying. Someone is using divination tools to pry into your personal life for their advantage because they want to one up, okay? They want to one up. They want to one up. And then we've got Legion. A legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through people around you. So conjuring up demons, demonically possessing, sending negative entities or energies to attach to other people so they can use them against you because they want to pull the strings. Someone or something or a community want to watch your every move, so quite possibly stalking. A lot of stalking could be involved. Again, paying people who do drugs to do the stalking, demonic spirits, spying, scrying, looking into crystal balls, heavy on spell work. Somebody in this connection could be getting their bank account shut down or frozen. Health attacks. Someone is trying to negatively affect your health either physically or mentally. So again, spiritual warfare and psychological warfare. Now, again, they want to kick you to the curb. They want to kick to the curb, or they want to kick this person to the curb. Be very cautious on the road I'm getting, or when you are walking in your local hometown or community, if this is resonating, because they are paying people who do drugs. Someone's going on some sort of reversal magic. Love attacks. Someone's attacking your relationships. They want to disrupt all areas of your love life, platonic and romantic. So if you have child or children, you don't have to, but they could be attacking your children, conjuring up to your children to demonically possess your children, to turn your children against you, to attack you, and that's just for some, okay? Because they want to use your children against you. For some, this is just for some, because if they can't get to you, they will use the children to get to you. Maybe some child or children could have been getting hurt, is getting hurt. And then they want to make out like you are ungrounded. With all this attacks and all this going on. Posting on some sort of news feed about a theft. So heavy on the theft energy, and then people want to make out like this person in this connection is ungrounded. Breaking contracts, obsession and truth. Somebody, and then double obsession. So a lot of people have become obsessed, and that could be because they are demonically possessed. If somebody is attacking, if there is children in this connection, you're going to get angry. Because this is a disgusting energy I'm picking up on. And look, here's a voodoo doll in the corner. Courage. They don't like your courage to be able to speak out about something what you've been through. They don't want you to have the courage to speak out. We've got the day boy and the night girl. So under the moon, under cycles, they've been getting a lot of people to attack because of this theft. Witty, cunning, devious. They got in their feels about this theft. In their feels about this theft. There's a lot of theft type of energy, so may have been stolen from, ransacked, paperwork, evidence, manipulation, wanting to manipulate people at the bank, wanting to manipulate a law enforcement, a lot of people could be losing their jobs. Incompetent, could have used people in law enforcement, in some sort of law area, incompetent, to label you as mentally incompetent. I know that's what they did to me God knows how many years ago when I was going under attack and getting voodoo dolls done on me because they bicked my hair off. They don't want you to see how talented you really are. And then middle of the night, maybe in the middle of the night, bad dream spell. So even in sleep state, so you may be experiencing a lot of sleepless nights. You could be going through insomnia, because as soon as you close your eyes, maybe they attack you in your sleep. Maybe quite possibly you could wake up, and as soon as you wake up you could be angry because of what they keep doing, but you're gonna get angry, you're gonna get mad. You can't expect someone to go through something like this and not get angry. It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, reputation. Feeling blocked and restrained. Quite possibly you could have blocked this person on some sort of social media. You could have tried to block this person from your life. Restrained, you might need a restraining order and a community of people. Siblings. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. And then we've got falling, the unknown, descent, momentum, change. Somebody doesn't want to see you hit your momentum, be in good vibrations. A lot of mental health attacks, a hell of a lot, impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps. Leaf could be significant. Fresh perspective. It's always tea time. So quite possibly with this sibling, they could have come for tea at some point. Okay. Could have even got jealous of your cooking skills, or if they'd been invited to some sort of party, they could have got jealous of your hosting skills. Strong energy of jealousy. And again, this is a collective reading, and some people who this resonates with may not actually, 27 have a child or children. But if this is fitting, they have definitely attacked your children, manipulated your child or children or grandchildren to work against you. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the next, or the new you. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, which is always a twist, I think. I'm sure it's maybe some sort of Oliver Twist. They could have done all this, left you with absolutely nothing, high and dry, and I mean left you with absolutely nothing. You just can't even have your own energy to yourself. And then Oliver Twist type of energy. Please, sir, can I have some more? Well, some really Oliver Twist type of energy. Quite possibly a poverty spell. So if they want to see with poverty, we've got geometric, sacred geometry could be significant in this reading, and then we've got doppelganger. Ruined their chance. Fired. And then we've got MK Ultra. So trying to mind control other people to come against you. Trying to mind control this person, these people. Obsessed with power, control and dominion over people. Domination spell, submission magic. Someone could be getting fired from what they or is or was a power position for them. We've got call. Harassment. Okay, fake phone calls, harassment, trying to affect your dreams, your goals, and take away your good dreams and just give you nothing but nightmares. Could have been waking up in the middle of the night screaming. I know I have myself personally, before they snatched my kids and stuff, I was screaming out, please don't take my children, please don't take my babies. There we go, I've got nightmares there. And then they did anyways, because of they're doing some sick shit. Tobacco. Some people, or this person, in a connection, tobacco, smoker, third eye block spells and help, wanting to block any type of help from anyone in the physical, from anyone who works in local law enforcement. Illegal experiment. Doing illegal experiments. Mustache could be significant. Runaway, you could have been a runaway child. Okay. Quite possibly, and I got incompetent again. Quite possibly you could have been in some sort of foster care war. You could have grown up constantly fighting, battling to defend yourself. Again, that's just for some, but I am getting a lot of fighting, a lot of battling, and then it's linking to a coven or a cult or something like this. Force, local law enforcement, could be linking to a church coven. With some stolen work, money, something surrounding this theft, but this constant theft. They just want to go out and party, get on drugs or what have you, and keep it going. Which league then play? Silence. Child trafficking, quite possibly gun trafficking, drug trafficking. Flying monkeys. So there's been a lot of people from all over who has been sent by these so-called enemies in this coven, cult, group, gang, teams, what have you, to take you down in any way, shape or form. Daughter, even their daughter could be involved. Obviously, with this sibling energy, mother or father, that was all freezing o'clock there. Mother or father could be involved, sending flying monkeys to their own daughter. A mother or father could be involved, sending flying monkeys to their own daughter. Magic return sender times 100. Then we've got gossip spell. Lost. They want you to feel lost. Okay? Somebody wants you to lose your way in life. Every day they want you to feel lost. Every day they want you to constantly be working at a loss. Mobile phone, burner phone, could be something to do with SIM cards, snapping SIM cards. Always being jealous. Wanting your life so bad. And then we have car. Also we've got maybe a local landlord, and we've got corrupt law officials who are all involved. We've got recording. Some of these attacks, some of this could be caught on camera. Quite possibly some of these people are wanting to continue this with this theft. Energy, money, something. because they want to go on holiday, they want to party, alright. Lucky. Maybe they felt that you was too lucky and you didn't deserve this, so then they wanted to take something to fulfill a fantasy of their own, which could have left you or this person or these people angry. Corrupt law officials could have also, and we've got government linking to people who work in the government. They could have been laughing in your face practically. Laughing in your face practically. Harmony. They don't want you to be in a harmonious relationship. They don't want you to have harmony with your child or children if you do have them. But it's definitely something linking to a son, a daughter, sibling, parental type of energy. A gardener could be involved in the local government. Also, this energy just seems to be getting way out of hand. We have shut up spell. Camping. Major spiritual attacks, backfired, dark web. And then we've got assassin right under it. And then we have stolen identity and stuff. And they want to leave you out in the cold. They want to see you with absolutely nothing, losing everything. Something surrounding walking the streets, scrambling for scraps, leaving you with nothing and thinking it's funny. You could get angry or they could get angry about this. Night, they could be hiring this hitman to come out at night. Or hit woman. Be careful of a lake. Something heavy surrounding a lake. These people are very toxic and they just want you to exit this world in a very cruel, heinous way. Maybe you could be getting some sort of compensation. Maybe you could have spoke out about this and was due to get some sort of compensation, and they want this compensation for themselves. So it could be something to do with getting some sort of compensation for what you've been through. But they want to keep it up and running, this corrupt law officials. Linking to a farm. Okay, so be careful at a lake. Be careful at a farm. Okay. Be careful at the bank. Perverting the course of justice. To stop and block justice is what they want. People in this connection, you could have thought that they was your soulmate at one point. They want to see you get in a freak accident, top spot, because they want your place or something. Council estate, and then we have blood magic. Contracts, quite possibly. Again, the assassin energy. Sinister, it is very, very sinister. Skinhead, even skinheads could be involved. And pond. Lake, pond, door. And then we've got tapping into phones and devices. Be careful if this is resonating, who you are letting into your home, because if the government is involved in this, then they want you to feel like you can't get no help and there is no way out. And if they can't wipe you out, they want you to be able to they want you to be that far gone that you don't see no way out and you take your own life. And if you're contemplating that, then please don't ever take your own life. Please don't ever take your own life. quite possibly a suicide spell, because they go mad on the spell work, and I mean absolutely mad on the spell work. These church covens, cults, teams, groups, gangs, absolutely mad for it. Always been secretly jealous of you, these people. Oh, therapist. Again, you may need a therapist, or to seek some sort of therapy for the rest of your life, or maybe even people who work in law, the good law officials, they might need to seek some sort of therapy from dealing with these type of cases. Direct. And we've got red hair. CCTV. Some of this could have been caught on CCTV. Okay. Lure you in to a trap, set you up. A lot of luring type of energy, and here we have scare tactics and gang stalking. So directly doing something, then indirectly doing something. Gang stalking, stolen work. This is where this newspaper, this writing or ideas or bar, could even be getting someone who works at a bar involved, or always seems to be out drinking at the bar, ordering more drinks. A spiritual hater, yet they are launching spiritual attacks. Overseas and FBI, maybe someone from overseas, maybe FBI is having to come on in or something like that. It doesn't have to actually be the FBI, but quite possibly FBI have been called in from overseas. For some. Woods and wallet. They wanted their wallet, their purses to be full. Luring to the woods. Wow, there's lots of really bad, playing games. This is just sinister. It really is. A lot of stalking, heavy on the stalking energy. A lot of people stalking. Hired. People are getting hired again, maybe doing drugs. Go on, I'll give you this. Go stalk him or her who has already been through so much already, but we want to keep this up and running, envious. And then we have a lawyer. Could also be paying for spell work, or they could be paying for spell work to be done on some sort of law enforcement. Monitoring spirits, sending monitoring spirits, and then with this lawyer, tampering with evidence. Wow. Major corruption. With the way these people work. Some of these people, truth block spell, don't want the truth to be told. Fired. They're all going to get fired. Something surrounding a lot of mentally retarded people, okay? Mentally retarded people. Could be ordering someone overseas to come to the local town, community, city, state, continent, what have you, to get some sort of arms from abroad. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, drop some cards as well. I hope you get justice if you have been going through this situation. I hope that there is good law officials to help you out. Mars, energise, confront. A lot of Mars, a lot of warring. These people, they just want war. Leadership. The creativeness of do what you want to. Leo. Leo could be significant. A Leo could be significant. The name Leo could be significant. Quite possibly they could be sending somebody towards you to get in on causing drama and trying to pull strings. And then wanted to come in, play our Mr. or Mrs. Loyal, and they're nothing but a cheater, they're nothing but a user. They're sending a lot of people in to do this. Yeah. Then sending other women, going back to another woman, something surrounding wanting to make you feel insecure, and there's fake friends involved in this also, so there's a lot of people getting involved with doing some sick, sinister things, and they think it's funny. Corrupt law enforcement, they've also been getting played. They've also been getting played. Because in this energy, everyone's just out for what they can get. They don't care about who they trample on to get to where they want to be. They really don't care. Already being a wealthy person to start with, and they could be doing this to a wealthy person, or someone should be getting some sort of compensation or something, and they want to steal that also in a corrupt way. So yeah, I'm going to leave that one there before it goes on for hours and hours, because there's a lot of dark, heavy energy involved. Giving gifts to people, another one, who work in some sort of hospital on the side. If you do this yada yada, label them as mentally incompetent, or label them as some mental health issue, so no one believes him or her. Absolutely disgusting and ridiculous how these corrupt organisations are set up, because I pick it up a lot and it needs to stop.